Alright, Mr. rickybillings86. I usually don't leave a video response to a comment on someone else's page, but this lovely young woman that you were being kind of a douche to on her page, I needed to address. That's all you liberals have. Let's not talk about how the country's gone to shit. Well, let me tell you here, Ricky Billings, this country's a hell of a lot better than it was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, ever since 2016, when you elected, well, you didn't really elect, the Electoral College elected, but we won't talk about the fake electoral slates that were part of the whole RICO case and the whole trying to overturn this election and steal the election through election fraud, and if that didn't work, so he got a bunch of all of his angry red-hatted gold sneakered Trump Bible thumping sticky page reading sheep to actually break into a federal building, beat police officers, some unalived, and even one of your own got unalived because you were too busy taking down the American flag and putting up Trump flags and actually defecating on the desks of elected officials, which is actually all federal offenses. Federal offense. And you're so into protecting this country that you actually have, you get pissed off when Colin Kaepernick kneels during, the national anthem. But it's okay if Donald Trump rewrites the national anthem with domestic terrorists singing different lyrics and then replaces the national anthem at his MAGA, America First, America, tent revivals with, little tubs where you could get baptized in the name of Donald J. Trump, that type stuff. But you're bitching about how the country's gone to shit from Biden. You've got Republicans shooting down every single measure to protect our borders. So they don't really want to fix the borders. But you brilliant folks somehow think it's the Democrats not trying, because it's too difficult to research how the idiots you're putting in office are actually voting. You put America first, but not that first. I mean, kind of slightly behind Donald Trump and every vote you ever cast. Then America falls into that. Because if America was first, and if you actually gave a shit about this country, you would recognize who's actually voting for what. And you wouldn't just take the word of people like Jesse Waters or, Steve Bannon or, someone who's been screwing people over and putting small businesses out of business since the 80s because he refuses to pay anybody. He did pay the porn star, so that's one subcontractor that got paid. Good for him. But the other 4,000 lawsuits from people suing him before 2016, before he ran for president, over 4,000 lawsuits. 6 casinos going bankrupt. Trump wine, Trump airlines, Trump water, Trump vodka. And you guys are still lining up to buy $5.95 gold high-top sneakers made in China that he'll sell to you sheep for $400 a pair. With the disclaimer, of course, that it's not really a Trump company selling them to you, so if you never get your offer, you can't sue Donald Trump for it. But that's the fine print, and there's a lot of more than 2-syllable words in that description, so I wouldn't expect you to have read it, or any of your other followers. Because you don't put America that much first, just a little bit, in your heads. You put Donald Trump first, a con man, a lifelong con man, who cheated on every wife that he had because he's such a good Christian. You get pissed off at Colin Kaepernick for kneeling for the anthem, but you don't get pissed off at your Cheeto God, Little Donnie Two Scoops and Shiticus the First, for changing the words to the national anthem, or Roseanne Barr for purposely mangling it when she sang it. I believe it was at a football game. But you'll get pissed off at Colin Kaepernick because he kneeled. Or, the things, the black and white or the black and gray flags with the, the red stripe for firefighters, the blue stripe for back in, the police officers, and the green for back in the military. You guys would get all butthurt and your panties in a wad for that. But you'll put Donald Trump with fake muscles like he's Rambo with an AR on the flag. And that's okay. That's not disrespectful to the flag at all. Having this 214-pound, 6'4" athletic, perfect specimen of a man on a flag. That's okay. You're okay with that. That's not disrespectful at all. So when you pretend that this country's gone to shit because of Joe Biden, we don't have to show up at the rallies. We don't get baptized in his name. We don't need flags that say, have the good old glory, red, white, and blue, with any other colors but red, white, and blue. And when we say back the badge and support our military, we actually back the badge and we support our military. And just in case you're wondering, I'm an independent. I voted Republican when Republicans were actually Republicans. They're not anymore. And if you knew anything about history, you would know that too. So do yourself a favor before you go on the page of someone putting out heartfelt content that's actually intelligent and applicable to what the world really is here in America with this ignorant bullshit. You need to understand you're the one who's way off the fact train and too much on the Trump train. And that train's going off a cliff. And it will be going off a cliff because all the crimes and all the skeletons he has in his closet are tap dancing across his orange, mushy, diapered butt all over the court system, up and down this wonderful country of ours. And you people are so intelligent and you put America so first, you won't even bother to read the indictments. You won't even bother to read the actual evidence. And I got news for you. All of these investigations were going before Biden took office. But you're so law and order that you won't even think about that. Because your red hat's too tight and your sneakers are leaking water. Good luck to you, my friend. Don't call yourself a patriot. And don't say America first, because you don't believe that. It's Trump first. MAGA.